She drove 45 minutes for a deliverance service, sat in the very back, and when they called for anyone who needed prayer, she gripped that chair like it owed her money. Her heart started racing, her palms got sweaty, and everything in her body said, run. Then she went home, sat in the car, and cried out to God, what is wrong with me? I want to be free. So why am I terrified at the one thing that's supposed to free me? If that's you, nothing is wrong with your faith. Something happened to your body. And today, we're going to talk about it.
Tired of just surviving, ready to heal. Gotta take some action, do more than need. I kept blaming heaven.
You know what's crazy? YouTube suggested that I do this video because I have followers who are afraid of deliverance ministry. Of course, everything we do online, offline, we know is tracked with these cell phones. And YouTube sees that some of you are searching for videos because you are afraid of deliverance. It said my followers are afraid of deliverance and some of them don't understand deliverance. So here we are. Now, somebody told you that fear meant unbelief, that if you were really ready, you wouldn't be nervous, that you must have opened the door again. So now you're carrying the pain and the shame of being afraid of your own healing. Baby, that is exhausted and I'm tired for you. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly why the fear shows up, how to tell the difference between a trauma response and rebellion, because they are not the same thing, and the exact questions to ask before you let anybody lay hands on you ever again. You can pursue freedom without surrendering your dignity. But before we get into that, I'm Roneshia, inner healing and deliverance coach. I help women heal the wounds they were told to keep secret. And if nobody has checked on you today, that is exactly why I'm here. I also want you to stick around because there's something happening July 29th through the 31st that you absolutely need to be a part of. It's for the woman who's watching this video. Let's start with the part the church skipped. Fear isn't always rebellion. Sometimes fear is a protection signal. Your body keeps records. Every chaotic altar call, every time somebody grabbed your head trying to make you fall out in the prayer line, every service where a woman got read in front of 200 people and then had to walk back to her seat with her wig crooked and her business exposed. Your body filed all of that. So when somebody says, come up for deliverance, your body says, oh no, we've seen that before. We die at the end. No, thank you. That's not demonic. That's data. I want you to think about what actually scares you in those rooms and be honest. Is it losing control of your body while everyone watches? Being mislabeled where your grief gets called a demon and then your anxiety is called rebellion? Having your pain treated like a discipline problem instead of a wound? And then there's the shame loop. Baby, the shame loop. You go up, you cry, you feel better for a week, and then you start struggling again. And somebody tells you you must have opened the door. A door. Every time. Like your healing is a haunted house and you just keep leaving the door unlocked. Girl, when every setback keeps getting blamed on you, you stop bringing setbacks to anybody. You just act like you're healed and then you suffer in private. But that's not freedom. That's a costume. So no, you're not scared of God. You're afraid of what people did in his name, and those are two very different problems. Now, here's where I might step on some church shoes, and I'm okay with that. Not every symptom is a spirit. Some symptoms are stress responses. Want me to say it another way? Not everything is a demon. Shaking, going numb, feeling like you left your body, nightmares, panic out of nowhere. In a lot of rooms, all of that gets read as manifestations. But a nervous system that's been in survival mode over 20 years does the same thing under pressure. So imagine a woman who grew up in a home where she had to walk on eggshells. Then she joined a church where she had to walk on eggshells for God. Her body has been braced for impact since she was 12 years old. You put her in a loud, intense room and lay hands on her, start screaming, she might shake too. It's not always because something is leaving. Sometimes her body is just terrified. Let me give you two more things nobody prepared you for. Number one, the drop. Some women feel worse after an intense spiritual experience. They're foggy, detached, and emotionally flat for days. Not because nothing happened. Their body was flooded and it never got a chance to settle. Nobody told them that, so they spiral. Did it not work? Did the spirits come back? And two, the intensity addiction. Some people get hooked on the high of the encounter. Another service, another altar call, another dramatic moment. And if the week feels calm, oh, you don't trust it. When your pain gets framed as a battle, peace starts feeling like something is wrong. Real freedom produces more peace, not more confusion. Write that down. Tattoo it somewhere. I'm just playing. Don't go get a tattoo. That was a joke. Write it down and just post it somewhere. And real quick, if you're watching this like, Roneshia, this is my whole life, I need you to join the Be Her Experience July 29th through the 31st. HER stands for Healed, Empowered, Restored. It's virtual and it is for the woman who has been surviving so long. She just thinks it's her personality. The link to register is in the description, and drop her in the comments if you're going to be in the room. All right, let's finish this up. So what does safe deliverance look like? 3 anchors. Hold me to these. Anchor 1, consent. You should know what's about to happen before it happens. Somebody explains the process. They ask if they can touch you, and you can say pause or no at any point without being labeled. Now, you all know I do deliverance virtually. Well, I pray for people during the altar call in person, but most of my deliverance is done virtually, and I do my best to explain the process. So when you're talking about consent, that's not carnal. God himself even asked, do you want to be made well? If the healer asks permission, so should the ministry. Anchor 2, peace over spectacle. True ministry does not need an audience to be effective. If it only works when it is loud, public, and dramatic, baby, that is performance, not deliverance. In my deliverance sessions, I don't have to scream at demons. Now, when I first started out, it was some demons them demons was pissing me off, and I ended up raising my voice and hitting the desk. But God calmed me back down, okay? You do not have to scream. Screaming is not going to make the demon leave. They know who has authority and who doesn't. They know who's living right and who's not. You do not have to raise your voice to cast the demon out. Trust me when I say I sit pretty one-on-one on Zoom and cast demons out. And not that deliverance is pretty. I'm just naturally prissy. And God told me I could be myself even in ministry. So yeah, I have experienced some powerful deliverance sessions. And mind you, they were one-on-one over Zoom. I received a prophetic word that I'm going to have a building one day where people come, and I'm going to do my coaching and deliverance sessions. And I even had someone who wanted to fly from another state to sit one-on-one with me for a deliverance session. But I'm telling you, it can be over Zoom and those demons will come up and out. Anchor 3, aftercare. So your body needs room to settle afterwards. A safe ministry checks on you. They'll explain what you might feel in the next few days. They don't just pray for you on Tuesday and then forget your name by Friday. Now, there's a reason why I incorporated deliverance into my coaching program. I'm doing the inner healing part, the deliverance, and the aftercare, because what I noticed is that there were people that just wanted to keep coming to me for deliverance. Like it's some high, and they had to come to me to get their fix, but they don't want to do the other work. Okay, can we address how these demons got in the first place? I'm trying to explain to you how you can stay free. But instead of all of that, you just want to come and get your fix. We're not doing that no more. And one more thing, while I'm in these people's business, watch out for shame dressed as discernment. I'm just discerning your issue. Should never be a license to scan you, label you, or control you. And a lot of people in the church definitely use it as a method of control. Discernment restores people. It does not expose them for sports. So here's your checklist. Before you let anyone minister to you, watch for these 5 things. Do they explain what will happen before they pray? Can you say no or pause at any time? Do they respect it when you're overwhelmed emotionally or physically? Do they know the difference between trauma care and demon talk? And do they follow up afterward? And if you want to go straight to the source, ask these 3 questions out loud. 1, what happens during a session? Step by step. 2, what do you do if I feel overwhelmed or want to stop? And 3, what kind of follow-up or aftercare do you provide? If those questions offend them, there's your answer. You read 47 reviews before you let a new lash tech near your base. You interviewed 3 nail shops, but somebody wants access to your soul, and we're just supposed to hop up on there in faith. No, ma'am. Asking questions is not doubt, it's stewardship. You're allowed to protect what God is healing. If you want to read my reviews from Deliverance, you can tap on my pinned site link. You'll see something that says reviews. It's going to take you to my old website, and I forgot how many reviews. Just go read them. Okay, so let me land this plane. As a woman who survived a toxic mother, abuse in a controlling church, and rejection, I help women heal the wounds they were told to keep secret. And I built something for the woman who watched this entire video, nodding her head, but would never raise her hand in a room. The Be Her Experience. July 29th through the 31st. 3 days, completely virtual. You can sit on your couch with your camera off and your bonnet on if you choose to. Healed, empowered, restored. This is not a church service. Nobody's grabbing your head trying to make you fall out. Nobody's putting you on display. This is where we take everything I just taught you: consent, peace, aftercare, and we walk through it safely, in order, with your dignity fully intact. There's a general experience and a VIP experience. I recommend VIP, but do what you feel. The registration link is in the description, and it will also be in the comment section of this video. If you are waiting on a version of freedom that doesn't cost you your dignity, this is the room. And if you're still on the fence, do me one favor. Come back to this video on July 28th and see if anything has changed by waiting. The doors will probably be closed by then. I think I'm going to close them earlier this time. I'm Roneshia. This is the Healing Suite. And if nobody checked on you today, I just did. I'll see you and be her.
I kept blaming heaven for what still bled in me, but the bruises had a name and they came from deep. So I let it surface, I let it speak. Hands open now on my bent knees. It was never